Oh, you're not squealing anymore.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel for another adventure video. Loving it, loving it, loving it. We have very kindly, because you will tell that we are not at home, we've been very kindly hosted by the lovely Gareth and Lucy.
Yeah. Our favourite people.
You've gone out with us this morning, to be fair.
Yeah. This is a little bit earlier than I'd like, but
On a Saturday morning.
hey, it's all for the team, isn't it?
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome.
We love staying with you.
Yeah, we need a proper party one day.
We need a proper pony party.
Need to do it on the way home after eventing.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do. Yeah.
We'll do it after a run, like you said.
After a run and not only, concentration for today and trying to be sensible. Boring. But yes, we are heading off to Oxstalls, which is somewhere I have never been before. So of course Addie's never been either. We don't have a clue. I haven't even looked on the cross-country app at the fences or the course or anything like that. So it really is going to be taking you guys along for my first views and impressions of the course of the venue. So very much looking forward to it. We travelled about 2.5 hours yesterday. Oh, you too. Did you actually get any sleep last night? Eat your breakfast. I want to go in a minute. Come on. He's like, I want breakfast to go, thanks today. Yeah, travelled about 2.5 hours yesterday, and then we got a couple of hours to do this morning, so it just makes Oxstalls was on that borderline for me of can you do it up and back in a day, and I think at a push you probably could do it, but why when you very kindly got invited to stay here for the night, so thank you. Makes my life a lot easier today and a lot less miles to travel all in one day. I don't really know what I'm doing here.
Just park it.
I think you just park
really
it.
Bad. I'm taking the poo out, but I don't, yeah.
It's fine. Normally these guys free range, so their routine in the morning would be shut the big door, and then I just open their stable and they just go and say hello to the others.
Well, you muck up. Yeah, I'm not going to try that with Addie.
No, I think we have a bit of carnage going on in there.
Have you screaming left, right and centre?
They've been squealing a lot, haven't they?
They have. We had a little leg stretch when we got here yesterday.
Let's see.
We were actually quite late, a lot later than what we planned to get here. It all worked out well. We went for a couple miles just up the road and back, and Addie was feeling fabulous because she did actually have she had Thursday off, and I was like, I can't take her eventing when she's had 2 days off. I can't do it. So yeah, Lucy very kindly came out with me and we just walked up the road, just had a little leg stretch, but as I said, she was feeling good. And yeah, really excited. Today I am being Miss Positive and being very careful of the language and having no self-doubt. That is my aim for today. As well as doing all the riding as well. As it's gone funny. Right, let's go hitch up.
Right, Gareth, whilst Emily hitches up, can we have a little tour of your it's beautiful, your stables. Oh yeah, I got the keys. Hold that thought, Gareth. Hold that thought. Right, we're back in the room, Gareth. Yeah, can we have a little tour, please, of your horses and a little bit of backstory?
So
that would be great.
Used to be Lucy's brother's cow shed. Emily wants you again.
No, I just want you.
Back again, Gareth.
Back again. So this was a cow shed for Billy's cows.
Yeah.
And then Billy got bigger sheds, and I didn't even have a horse.
Right. Lucy had a horse. Who's your girlfriend?
Yeah. I wasn't even riding horses, so we made 4 stables of them instead.
Did you make them inside?
Yeah.
Did you do it?
Took the walls down and then I just put like partitions up.
Oh. And introduce us to your horses.
To my horses, Jack. Some people will know, some people won't.
Jack, guys, has been on the Machara All-Star Academy. Hello, Jack, with Gareth.
And Jack is off at the minute because he's had a little op done for his breathing. So he'll be back out eventing in June.
And how old is Jack?
Jack's 12 this year.
12, and you've had him for?
3 years in June.
3 years, guys. Gareth's only been riding for 3 years,
Yeah, it would be 3
which
years.
is amazing, and he's lovely. You love your daddy, don't you? Yes, you do.
And then we got Freddie, the little New Forest pony, who basically me and Lucy went to a sale, the Quantock sales, and Lucy went there with the aim that she's buying a pony, so I don't know why. So we bought him and come back and then told Lucy's mum, happy birthday. And then I think he's, how old is he? We'll say nearly 4.
Yeah.
So yeah, and he's like super easy, super, he always does this with his ears and you think he's nasty, but he's always pinned his ears back, I don't know why.
Aww.
And he's the easiest pony in the world. So our little niece rides him, and Lucy obviously does as well, but our niece rides him. And she's only like, I should know this now. And he's just easy, good. Then obviously we've got Addie, so she's staying now, because Lucy wants her.
No problem.
Yeah. And then we've got Banksy, who is
Guys, this is another Banksy.
10 months old. So what are you? You're a naughty, but he is, I think, Dutch warm blood cross Appaloosa. So we got him basically just to bring on. Jack will be here forever, like that's goes without saying. But obviously there becomes a time where you also need something different. So he was bought for Lucy as like her next ride, but he's growing like a weed. So there's every potential that it'll end up being my next ride.
He's very,
So-
you think you're going to be very big,
Very
judging by
scruffy.
your, oh, can I get in there? On your legs. Hey?
Yeah, he's very scruffy at the minute, aren't you? So yeah, that's it. And then we've got Mars as well, but Mars has gone on boot camp.
He's had a throat operation, hasn't he, Gareth? So he's lost his Winnie, hasn't
Lost
he?
his Winnie. So he had a wind up. Basically, it's not a tie back, it's called something else, but I keep getting the name of it wrong. So we won't go technical terms because I build out. That's it.
Oh, that's the Winnie, guys.
Bless him.
Oh, not long, and he's a little superstar.
Yeah, he's my heart horse.
He's your heart horse.
For all his sins, because he is a monkey. He's my best mate, isn't he?
Oh, so cute.
I'm sure Susie has already said this, but do make sure that you head on over on Instagram and TikTok and give Gareth and Lucy a follow.
We will put their handles up there. Oh yeah.
You'll be seeing Jack's recovery.
Yes.
Try and get some, like, just show people the difference that this op's made to him.
Yeah,
Because
nice.
there's so many people that think about having it done, but don't, and I think they're a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
And it's obviously expensive, but for me, Jack's in a job, so it wasn't about the money, but
So they can follow your journey.
yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
And
And
Jack's, it's more Jack's than mine, I'm just here for the ride.
I'm a skivvy.
You slave.
Woohoo! Wasn't that a lovely drive?
Beautiful.
Imagine if we only had that every time we went to Vintage.
Oh God, you're a bit zoomed in. Sorry. There you go. It's better.
Oh, on my double chin. I don't know where I'm going.
It does look
Right.
lovely. Oh, it looks so nice.
It does. I take it I'm going here. I don't really know.
I hope so.
Oh look, there's
Proceed to the route.
Oh, sorry, sat nav. Let's turn that
We're
off.
on
now.
the route.
We're on the route.
Ooh. Wow, doesn't it look good?
I think your jumping's on grass, my lovely.
I would
is
say
it?
that too.
Yeah.
Emily didn't really know whether she was jumping on grass or a surface.
Oh, it looks lovely, nice and organised.
Good morning.
Looks lovely and organised, doesn't it?
does, doesn't it?
Everyone's parked nicely, all the
Look at the
cars on
ground.
one side.
How is it April? March. Still March at the minute. When is April?
Monday.
Monday.
What do you mean? Look at the ground.
Just like we're so fortunate to have, well, everything last year was getting abandoned, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
It's just so lovely to be blessed with sunshine and good ground. Right to the top and turn right. We are going to be we are about 15 minutes behind schedule, but there is always a bit of leeway in the schedule. I do like to over anticipate, compensate, probably more the word. Oh, the guy in the yellow jacket is probably where I want to go. So we are going to just check on Addie, make sure she's all okay. Not too warm in there. Oh, we're doing a full U-turn. Thanks very much. And then we're going to head straight out on to the cross country. Almost. Changed Addie's rug. She was a little bit warm, but it was -1, 0 degrees when we left Lucy and Gareth's. So I thought she might be a little bit cold in there. So we just changed that, put the ramp down. She is all good, happily munching on her horse-hage. And then, as I said, we are not rushing, but we're doing, what did you call it? A Mary power walk.
Oh, God.
My mum's called Mary, if anybody doesn't know.
So this is what happens when we're not short for time, but if we're like right on time, we have to do this Mary power walk.
My mum walks very fast.
Yeah. And I'm getting older now, guys.
That's okay. Hey,
Quite hard. What?
my mum's older than you, and she's able to do the power walk. She's done it all her life.
Does she have 5 hours sleep as well?
That's your. Actually, yes, my mum does, because my mum is an absolute early bird, isn't she?
That's my fault because I was up chatting to Lucy and Gareth because I love them.
Emily was a good girl, went to bed.
You did.
I did. I knew today was going to be a long day and I needed to sleep, and I was like, I really want to stay up. It took me quite a while. I kept moving closer to the door, but staying there for like longer and longer.
You're so sweet, because she's so sweet, aren't you? Because you wouldn't just be like, oh, I'm going to bed now. She'll be like, oh, I'll just like
Hover.
move, hover, like, and you move closer to her, and then you pick up the confidence to say, oh, I'm going to go to bed now.
I've got to go to bed.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I've got to go to bed. But anyways, I was coming on to say it is weird when you go to events and you've never been here before, and you don't know quite how the way of the land works. But it is all in quite close proximity, so thankfully Lorry Park is just there in case you guys ever come to Oxstalls. So Lorry Park's there and cross country start is there, so we're heading out. Oh, and we got a lovely log to start us off. That's nice. Like that log. Oh, camera, Enquiries, eyes here. Give them a little wave. Remember to smile. And then I am going to get the phone out and get onto the cross country app. Let's see if they.
Your love affair. With
Oh look, it knows
yeah.
I'm eventing today because it's in my suggested apps. You're in the middle of a field. You must be about to walk a course. Oh, Oxstalls was there. Look, this is what I love. Oxstalls new course. BE100. Download. Open. There we go. Don't need to walk it, guys. Cross country app's got me covered.
And it shows it you all.
Yeah, look, number 1. So this is what I quite like. So there's obviously no photos. I don't know if that's when I've downloaded it or not. I'm not completely honest, but what we can do is, I think I said this in Morton, we've got 5G up here as well, is that we can then add the photos as we're going around, because that is what helps me with my visualization before going out. Cool, start box there. That's all the team in there and out, and we are staying nice and straight for our first fence.
We're following pink pigs.
Yay! And what's orange?
Yellow. All right. Where?
Yellow. Where did yellow come from? So if we were doing 90, we'd be following orange. But what's our name for orange? This was in the Bicton vlog that went live last night.
Was I in that one?
Yeah. So you remember pink pigs?
Yeah, I can't remember orange.
Right. As you're still here, guys, let's show you. So like that. I like to turn it. Landscape photo. Happy days. Use photo. And save. I don't know if that's in there. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to.
That's so
There we
good,
go.
isn't it?
Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. Then we can go to fence 2, and then we'll add that when we get there.
What is
boom, boom.
orange?
Orange carrots.
Oh, orange carrots. Yeah, that's right. Well, I knew it really. I was just seeing if you remembered. Oh God, the Mary's off.
I'm intrigued, guys. I'm going to tell you this later on. But do you know where? Oh, I might have just given it away.
Wow.
Where the M
Can I guess? Mary. Oh no, I've got something in my boot. Please help me, can you? No, can you? Literally, I can't move. What is that? It's really hurting.
Oh, it's a foot.
What did you just say? We need to say that again on camera.
It's the only reason that I agreed to take Chris's name, because it didn't mess up my emdeventing.
Because... Oh, that's funny. Would you have kept EMD though? Eventing if you...
Yeah, I probably would have.
Yeah.
I would have had, well, yeah.
Your stage name.
Still Dunstan at heart.
Wow.
On this one, because they might chip in like one final little stride if they're not quite sure, but you've got to think they're higher than us, so they'll see that they're landing on ground.
Right.
Over that one.
Hello.
I'm going to stay there for 2 more minutes whilst Mummy does your tail, and then I'll bring you out and we can have this itchy thing off with you. Yeah, I know. Mum, I hate this thing, but we need it to keep your back nice. Shall we go? We have claimed back some time. 15 minutes to spare. Boom, the dream team has been on it.
We're on it.
Aren't we? Yeah, very good team. Addie is looking good. She's just having, actually, to be fair, she's actually finishing off her breakfast, because you didn't finish it this morning, did you? No. Forelock is done. Let's get out the sunlight, because it makes it gleam. Flats are all they're not the best. Massage pad on. First time that I've been able to do quarter markers, which I'm buzzing. I thought that she didn't have much of a coat to be able to do it, and then I thought today we'll give it a go, and they've come out really well considering I haven't done them for a little while. I'm actually very proud of them. Tail looking super. Even if I say so myself, actually, Emily, what is that? Let's go cut that off. This is, you guys are having my little look around. Massage pad is on, studs are in. Yeah, we're doing good. I am going to get myself changed. She'll need to have her nose cleaned after she's had her breakfast. Susie's just doing my number.
I'm making you a changing room.
Changing room. Okay, darling, I'll be there in 2 minutes, ready to use my changing room. I'm just going to sort out those couple little bits of clats that I've just seen. But yeah, feeling good, looking good, feeling good. We might look... No, Emily, I'm not even... Do you know what? I'm stopping myself even saying that. I'm not even going to say those words out loud. You may say something to my video. What would you like to say?
I would like to say that the Lemure number bib holders are I love them.
They're the best, aren't they?
Why? They're just so easy to slot your number into. And I think
Some are quite difficult, aren't they?
Yeah, they're just like the right material. They're like just
perfect size.
Yeah.
Which I know sounds really silly because you all know that an A4 piece of paper goes into it, but it is, I don't know. If you know, you know, maybe. I don't know.
Some of the ones you have, I think, or some of the ones that I've done certainly, just aren't quite big enough.
Yeah.
And then you have to like fold the sides of the paper over.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are absolutely top notch and they're such good quality.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like them. Even though I don't event.
But if I was going to have a number bib, this would be the number bib of choice.
But yeah.
Yeah? Yeah.
I would recommend it.
I want to know, guys, who does your number? Do you do it yourself, or is that a job that you always delegate to somebody else? My mum used to always do mine when I was younger.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it is one of those jobs that I do delegate, and I often would say to like Chris or something, I'd go, can you do my number, please?
But yeah.
Susie just does it without asking, guys. Don't.
Although you say that, you're being very kind to me. I did actually.
So Susie always prints my number.
I know.
Because she likes to do it on good paper, guys. She likes good paper. It's true, though.
160 GSM.
She's
Yeah.
oh, I've got socks in there.
Yeah.
Oh, they must be from last time. Oh, perfect.
Well, I thought that was what you put them in there for, or should I?
Absolutely not.
Oh, I was like, great, she's really organised. She's put socks in.
No, that's forgetting from last time. See, past self is future self is proud of past self. That was all intentional.
Back it out, baby. Get that leg up.
Working. This is I'm determined to do this. I've been doing this before I ride. I'm determined to do it. These are what I call my Nicky T's leg swings. Can't get as high as Susie though.
Loosen your muscles.
Loosen my hips. Addie is all good to go. I am all good to go, and we are on time. Just don't want to be premature.
Yeah.
Get on and then be down there and be like, I shouldn't have been on so early.
Yeah.
Always the way.
She's seeming quite happy.
Yeah.
Chilled out in the sunshine.
It is lovely, but it's that false sense of security. You think it's sunny, so it's nice and warm, but
Yeah. In reality, it's a bit.
it's actually quite cold.
Yeah. That transition was lovely, Emily.
Thank you. If every warm-up could go like that, I would be very, very pleased. Addie just felt really on side with me, relaxed in the atmosphere, and that didn't change at all when we went and trotted around the arena. She just felt really nice, calm, and listening. So we are riding BE100 Dressage Test 101. So we've gone down the centre line, which we scored a lovely 8 to start us off, with a comment from the judge saying positive straight entry. We've then got onto a 15-metre circle at E that the judge said well positioned and scored a 7.5. And actually, throughout this whole test, she just felt super rideable, and that obviously stemmed from the warm-up that we had. And it just, when I needed to put the leg on, she was there. When I needed her to bend a little bit more, she was there. And it it was just really, really nice test to ride, and she did a super centre line there, which actually scored us a 9. I'm not quite sure if we've ever scored a 9 before, and let alone for it to be for a centre line. So I am absolutely buzzing with that. The judge did comment and said neatly ridden as well. So we then repeated what we did on the other rein. Judge just said more suppleness this way, and the circle was a little bit large, so we went down to a 6.5, which was a shame. And then we come across here to change the rein KXM, which we had no comment but scored a 7.5. And something actually I've been really conscious of recently is when you go to change the rein is not changing that tempo, because that is something that highlights quite obvious to the judge, but actually she kept her tempo and her rhythm really, really nicely. We then halt, which we weren't unfortunately quite square, and we scored a 6.5, slightly wide at base, was said by the judge, but she stood there nice, didn't sort of, what does she do, like she swings left and right with her hindquarters, so we didn't really have any of that, so I will take it where I can. We are working very hardly on our halts. Then a free walk on a long rein, 6.5, needs more over track and purpose, fair stretch. And it's funny because I feel like we've improved in other areas of the test, but actually the free walk on a long rein was always something that Addie scored very well in, so just need to revisit that. Maybe I haven't been putting as much work into that recently. And then we go in working trot and then working canter, again scoring a 6.5, more suppleness and balance into canter, which I completely agree with. It wasn't the best of transitions. We then circle right at C, 20 metres, again just lacking that suppleness, needing a little bit more, and we scored a 7. Then we come across the diagonal, so we're on a little bit of a downhill, but I just made sure to sit back, and actually she did a really, really lovely transition over X there for a 7.5. A nice transition, much better this way than the other rein. We scored a 7.5. Actually, I hadn't even read the comments from the judge, but the judge has also put obedient, better trans this way. Better trans this way, sorry, put my teeth in. Straight onto a 20 metre circle again at C, which we scored a 7.5. So I think we're highlighting which rein is Addie's stronger and weaker. Then across the diagonal again. And this is something that when I look back at old tests and we've had to do this is something that she really does struggle with. So we were a little bit early there, but actually going into quite a balanced trot, which was nice. We scored a 6.5 just because we were a little bit early. And then down the centre line, we slightly overshot it at A, so that is my bad, and we scored a 6.5. And then the halt and salute, we scored another 6.5, but as you see there, she just fidgets. Like I said, swings her hindquarters left and right, needs more engagement, as the judge said. But overall, a super, super pleasing test and really lovely to ride.
Mate, you have to be pleased with that.
Really pleased with that. She held it together so well.
It was so good.
Yeah, she felt nice. She felt rideable, which was lovely.
Yeah.
And I felt that she was relaxed and no tension in there. A little bit less suppleness in the left canter, but we know about that and we're working on that, so that's not a problem. But overall, our halts weren't great, were they?
No, but
She didn't swing loads in the centre line halt.
No.
But we weren't square on C, and I was like, do you know what, I'm not even going to ask her to move because she's stayed still.
Yeah. But what I will say is, and I'm sure hopefully everyone would agree at home, I think there's been such an improvement. She does look amazing, and that is down to your hard work, so yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've got to be pleased with that. And your centre line going in was lovely.
Actually, I think all our centre lines were straight.
Yeah. Yeah, she fell out a little bit towards... was it the end when you came...
The
through the
second centre line that we did. I thought that was lovely and straight too.
Yeah.
Very good girl. She's having a well-deserved little munch. We've got a little bit of time between the show jumping, and they're actually sticking to time.
Yeah, which is nice, so...
And you know, I'm proud as well, because I was actually able to go in earlier than what I was.
Yeah.
And sometimes it does take you a little bit of... You can allow that to get you flustered, and I've done that in the past, but I was like, no. And then I thought, no, we are ready.
Yeah. which is great.
Very good.
You
And
get
the judge
you.
gave a lovely smile at the end.
Oh,
Really nice when you like salute and they smile back at you.
yeah.
Yeah, no, really good.
Yay!
Yeah, show jumping there.
Whoop, whoop. I did just say
Yeah,
something
guys,
to Emily.
She says all these things when the camera's down, but otherwise on camera you act like really mean.
I'm joking. I did say something, and then Emily was like, "Yeah, you didn't say it on camera," so I turned the camera on to say it on the camera. That I did say to Emily, I think that is possibly the best dressage test.
You didn't have the word possibly in there when you said
Okay, I said to Emily, that was the best
winding you up.
dressage test that I've ever seen you ride.
You haven't seen a Sprite test, have you?
No, I haven't seen the Spritey
I need to
test.
show you one of them. You'd
Yeah.
be.
Oh,
When I used to be able to do good dressage tests.
You can now, come on. It's all about positive thinking.
No, I'm joking, guys. That was a good test, and I'm very, very pleased with it, whatever the mark is, because quite usually that doesn't really make sense, but quite often you come out of a test and you're really, really pleased, and then the score doesn't reflect it. But whatever the score is, I don't care, because she felt rideable, and we didn't break out of canter. She kept in canter.
Do you know what I think you're going to get?
Oh, go on then.
26.5. What do you think?
I don't know. It depends how the sections are marking, but I reckon 28, 29.
Do you?
I'm hoping it is sub 30. That's what I'd
Yeah.
like. Under 30.
Exciting.
I'm not really sure.
Sorry, I fell down the ramp.
Ramp finishes there. It was suddenly quite quick and I was in the arena, so dear Sue was down the bottom trying to get into a good position, but it's not her first rodeo. She knows to stand still whilst popping over the fences. So here we are into fence 1 on a bit of a dog leg to fence 2, and then we jumped them really nicely, and then we've just landed there on the wrong lead, and we are trying to make our canter transitions a lot slicker. They have improved, but I wanted to make sure that we were in balance for this next related, because it was downhill, pushing on in that related, then trying to woe her basically and balance her for the second part, fence 4, and also not get ahead of her, which I know I am quite guilty of. Then turning uphill, making sure that we've got the balance and the power back in the canter, because we have the spread for fence 5, and then here coming over 6, 2-strided double, which she jumped through nicely. And if I'm being completely honest, I feel like from that angle we don't look like we're as straight as we possibly could have been. Then here over that one, she jumped nicely, but we did land a bit to the left, and as much as we got to fence 8 on a nice stride, I do think that's probably stemmed to us having that pole, which was a shame because I don't feel like she deserved it. And then she jumped through the final double really, really nicely to finish on 4 faults. But actually overall, I'm really, really pleased. It was a super round. I am super chuffed with that. I know we had a pole, but I actually don't feel like she deserved that pole, and it's so easily to have a pole that I'm not going to eat myself up about that, because there were so many positives throughout that whole round that I am so chuffed with. I do think I may have just not... It's on a slight bit of an uphill between 7 and 8, and when I landed after 7 I should have reacted a little bit more considering it was uphill, and I just don't think I quite did to then get her balanced again for 8, so that's fine. But otherwise she jumped really, really nicely. And I am, over the moon, over the moon. Just feel like I actually could go in there and I could ride it, not worry. I don't know. I didn't go in there nervous or anything. I felt like I went in with a game plan and knowing how to ride it, and I feel like I rode it how I wanted to. So, bar the little bit, yes. But that's me. I'm always going to have that little thing, but not in a negative way, but in a positive way.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's superstar. Right, it is now a quick turnaround for cross country.
Here she is, ready for cross country. Yeah?
Yeah.
You in the zone?
In the zone, done my visualization. 4:22 is the time,
Yeah.
which is quite short. There's quite a lot out there to jump. It's not going to be a case of hanging around in between fences, that's for sure. But I'm again not going to worry about time. I actually just want to go out and have a nice, confident giving round, don't we, Ads?
Yeah.
She says yes. Get that, guys.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way.
On to our favourite phase of an eventing day, the cross country. And what I absolutely love is that I can talk it through with you guys. I can analyse and watch all the fences back thanks to the fabulous team at Enquiries. So if you guys do event or maybe team chase, I know Lucy's had some videos go up and they are there filming and capturing all the action there as well, then do get your video, because it is so lovely to watch back. And even for, like, as much as I love analysing, sometimes before an event I just love watching my rounds back as a bit of like a confidence boost, as if to go, look what we've done, like, and we can do it again. I find it invaluable, and I would be very, very lost without these videos. So as you've seen, she's absolutely flew out from the start box once we actually got in the start box. Now you guys didn't see that, but I was really struggling to get her to the start box, which is so unlike her, but thankfully once we got out on the course she was flying. And now I've said that as we come into this one. So here I don't quite know what happened. I almost felt like she didn't concentrate on the A element of that combination. Suddenly picked up all 4 feet, got over that, and then we did add in a stride. It should have, well, I suppose on a curve you can add and take off the strides, but I was thinking it was going to be 3 strides curving to the corner when we actually fitted in 4, but it worked out well. She was very quick thinking and 5th leg came into action, but she recovered really well, hadn't lost any confidence, and as you've seen, she's flown over the rest of them. over that little skinny house. Then this one here, I think I just didn't quite engage the canter coming through that gateway. As you can see, we're not quite straight, shoulders are leading, and it did just mean that we had a little bit of a dodgy stride over that one. I thought she was going to take a flyer, but actually she decided to chip one in. But you don't get any points for style on cross country. She jumped this one lovely, and I was pleased with my positioning over that. I made sure I stayed sat back and out of her way. Then on to the double ponds of water. We probably need to slow down a little bit going into the water, if I'm completely honest, but she doesn't mind it at all, although she finds other fences in the water a little bit spooky. But thankfully we had enough time to get back onto our line. But that's something I can take away and to be conscious of on any other courses that maybe have things around the water. Then flew up around the hill, coming to the hay cut, which she jumped lovely, and we're coming on to the final stretch of the course. So we have got a double here, which she jumps really nicely, 2 strides easy through that, and then coming on to the final fence. Oh, we've actually got it from a different angle, a bit further away, and then this final little stretch before the final fence, and we were just about on time, to be honest. I wasn't panicking or thinking that we weren't going to have made the time, but it was just kind of there, so we just stayed in our rhythm that we were on, and then come through the finish flags with big pats. She saved my bacon a couple of times, so yeah, a fabulous round.
Hey! Superstar! Hello, superstar.
Hey.
Well done.
Thank you.
Happy?
Yeah, although I've got to admit, that wasn't the prettiest of rounds.
Okay.
One of them, I thought we were stopping. I thought we were genuinely stopping, and it wasn't because she was backing off the fence. She just wasn't concentrating on the fence, and I was just like, Addie, and then she suddenly went, oh, mum, fence, okay. Got her legs out of the way, and then I was like, we've got a corner now, so come on. And then she went, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, it wasn't the prettiest round, so you don't get any points for style, but I believe we were in time, and I think I'm going to have to always have somebody at the start with me.
Okay.
Because she did not want to go across to the start. She was, rubbish that is, but I will pick that up. Yeah, she was like really like nappy-fied, but then the moment when I said, right, we're going, she went, okay. Weird. I've never had it quite like that before. I have offered you this like twice, you know, and now you decide that you want to go. Yeah, but no, really good. We jumped everything, and actually it's quite nice to have those little sticky moments to know, actually it makes you go, we need to. She jumped beautifully over this brush one, but I think she gave the brush air, and then suddenly we landed, and I was like, I feel like I'm in orbit, I'm in the air for ages. But yeah, no, really good, really good. I need a sponge, which I think's in the car. You've got the keys.
I can get you one of those.
Yeah, thank you.
Brushing Addie off.
Yeah. She's had a hydration with some electrolyte and a little brush. My hair needs a brush. She's got her Equinice bandages on, which we'll leave on for a little minute. But otherwise, we are packed up and ready to go. She could do with just having a little hang graze, I think. Because it wasn't actually that far to walk back from the cross country, so she could just do with having a little lap of the field before we would unfortunately travel miles home. We're going to be going home happy and smiley, aren't we? Yeah, we are.
Good girl. I'd just like to say how proud I am of you, because I think your riding has, like, obviously, like, I'm privy to a few lessons, but yeah, honestly, it has come on such a long way, and that's due to your hard work, so I'm really proud of you.
I'm just feeling like I've just got more of a plan, which is nice, not just going in there and hoping, if that makes sense. And visualization's really helped me today, and like riding through it. But yeah, going through my show jumping, I was there and I was like, all of a sudden my brain, it's weird, isn't it, how your brain works, but I was visualizing the show jumping, and then all of a sudden I'm thinking about cross country fence. I'm like, Emily, concentrate, like stay on the show jumping. It's weird how our brains can flip off like that. But no, she was super nice to get another round under her belt. We do need to go and get, I think, some like faster pace, just because I think it feels a bit weird going fast. Like we're focusing on the show jumping and doing that nice controlled, and don't get me wrong, we should still be balanced even when we're cross country, but just going that bit faster, it feels a little bit alien-fied.
Yeah, get down the beach.
We do need to get down the beach, but she is going to have a quiet week this week, because we have got another event next weekend. Just the way that it's fallen, but we'll have to try. She'll have a couple of days off. Good girl. She's going to freak with Laura, but she doesn't. I mean, she's surrounded by them. She probably shouldn't. But yeah, then maybe go down there and then literally have like a bit of a beach gallop and a little school run through the test next week, and I think leave it at that and have a nice quiet week for you. She's also got Lauren again coming out this week, so I think that'll be good. Just to give her another check over, make sure that she is still all happy. I haven't felt any reasoning for anything like that, but Lauren just said on the build up to Badminton that she will come out once a month for me and give her a check over. So yeah, that's happening this week. But yeah, I am happy. Let's go. I'm really intrigued to go get my dressage score, because it's so crazy how you can score the same mark as you did last week. So vlog probably doesn't know, we scored a 29.5, boom. And we scored, not last week, the week before when we were at Moulton, we scored a 29.5. But the comparison of both tests felt completely different, and it just shows that depending on how the judges mark. But I am over the moon with how it felt. It felt really, really nice. I haven't watched it back yet, but I'm excited to watch it back, which I don't often say about a dressage test. So yeah, no, I'm excited to watch all of it back, to be fair. Except for fence 8. That's the only thing from today I don't want to watch back. We've just done our little stop on the way home. Got fuel. I feel like I spend an awful lot of time and money, to be fair, in a fuel station at the moment. But we are only about an hour and a half away from home. It's been a good journey. Addie is happy. She's warm enough. She just had some polos, and we've got coffee.
Just had some what?
Polos.
Oh,
What do you think I said?
Philobos. Did it come out as polos? I think I'm a bit delirious, mate. I'm a bit tired.
Shouldn't have stayed up till midnight last night.
What are you talking about?
Oh, but it's been an awesome day. I am super proud of Addie and I feel like today I've gone there with game plan, ridden with my game plan. Obviously I haven't watched anything back, but you guys will hear my voiceovers of my round. Have just, whilst we were stopped, I did just download the footage that Susie captured of us going through the water slow-mo. Does make me giggle a lot that she had a little spook at the novice fence that was in the water, whereas if I told her that we're jumping that, she probably would have been fine, but going past it, no mum, I just need to give it a bit of a wide berth. Anyways, we got out over D, no problemo, once we got back on our line. I didn't actually take my head off of our D element of that combination. But it's been an awesome day. I hope, as always, that you guys have enjoyed coming along for another eventing day. I feel like we are full swing eventing 2025 now. We have got quick turnaround, another event next weekend, and then a couple of weekends off before we'll be heading to Calmston, and then another couple of weekends time. It will then be no eventing at the weekend, but it will be heading to Badminton on the Monday, which is very exciting, very nerve-wracking that it's all coming around, but I feel all our training paying off and it's all coming together really, really nicely. So yeah, positivity has been throughout this vlog, and I'm going to end it positive, but I am, like I say, very, very proud of both Addie and I. But yeah, thanks Suze for your help, support,
No problem.
and company as always, and you guys for watching at home. And until the next video, which it might be straight into another eventing vlog, not quite sure, unless there's something else going on this week. We haven't got any lessons planned, but yeah, your support as well, guys, is very much appreciated. I've just put out a lesson vlog with Alex, and all the comments on there, as I said, about this being positivity, is that I am aware, and I do know that my demeanour, my language to myself needs to be more positive, which is why I've come here attacking the positivity today, and that is going to continue. But I do very much appreciate each and every comment that you guys write and messages that you send to me. I do love reading them. Just really, really appreciate all your support. So yeah, roll on to the next event. See you all soon. Bye.
Bye. Oh, bye.